Boxing King Media in association with Boxer with me, Jeff Powell. Jeff, let's be honest, no one expected that.
No, I thought the best hope for Joe was to get through the 12 rounds. What I thought was going to be his slightly superior boxing skill might prevail for him, might get a close decision on points. But the famous chin can only take so much, I guess. And perhaps all the punishment is taken caught up with him, and perhaps the biggest of all the big bangs that Mr. ZHANG has ever thrown.
After the first fight, there were certain people that were saying that Joe's weight was an issue. I spoke to Joe a couple of days ago. He goes, there were other things, not just the weight, but do we just have to put excuses aside for this and say he just got beaten by the better man?
Oh, I think it's even more than that. He's lost what, in the end, is the most important fight of his career. This is sad to say. It looks like it's the end for him as far as any genuine thoughts of world title contention are concerned. Zhang is still the interim champion in the WBO. He will be the mandatory if Fury and Usyk ever sort things out as to who's got all the belts. And I can't see Joe at 38 going back to the basics, rebuilding this career. It would be hard to find meaningful opponents for him after this. It's a very, very sad situation for him, and perhaps it came a little bit too late for him in life. Perhaps the biggest mistake of his career has been delaying turning pro in the hope of winning Olympic gold, and not getting into things when he would have been in his prime. So it's a bit sad, really. He did the right thing probably for the wrong reason, and he's come unstuck.
Do we have to now consider Zhang amongst the top 3-4 heavyweights in the world with Fury, Usyk?
Well, without wishing to discredit Joe for everything he's done, he couldn't take out Hrgović, who's not the greatest fighter in the world. Perhaps a bit unlucky not to get the decision. He's probably got a bit more to prove. He's 40, but he actually looked more sprightly tonight than he did 6 months ago. Although we're both great lumbering items, having put even more weight on. He's not going to be in. The landscape for the heavyweights is not very good for him, because Usyk and Fury are messing around. They could fight once or perhaps even twice next year, and that would occupy all the belts. You've got people like Wilder. Wilder is deserving of another crack. There's a number of people, there's young fighters coming up. He might get caught in the time warp as well by the time he's considered for a shot at the big titles.
You said that this is the end for Joe Joyce when it comes to world titles, but do you think we'll see him in the ring again?
I suspect we might. What I feel is most likely to happen is that he'll think about it for a while, and certainly his family, his lady, will think about it, and they'll have to make a decision. There's no point in sort of rushing to announce a retirement, but that doesn't necessarily mean we won't see him in the ring again. He might want to get back into training, how he feels. There are sponsors and people and promoters to be considered. There's still an income to be made if he's still, to all intents and purposes, an active fighter. I hope he gets every last ounce he can from this final phase of his career, if indeed he does decide to box on.
Jeff, always appreciate your time. Safe travels back, and we'll catch up with you soon.
Always a pleasure.